Welcome to episode 30 of Boston Swap, a Director of Football challenge here on Boston United FM. Boston United of Conference North and Boston Town of the United Counties League were switched in the non-league football pyramid. I took over at United down at level 9 and have won a promotion every season since. We've also won the FA Vase and the FA Trophy on the way. We have overtaken the club's original status and have now made it back to the Football League. We even went through straight into League One. All with a perfect director of football, Mr. Transfer Genius, taking control of transfers, scouting and backroom staff. Just over a month has passed since the last episode, which was a 6-2 mauling of Peterborough United on Boxing Day 2025. The January transfer window has just closed and we face the biggest challenge possible. Premier League leaders Manchester City away in the FA Cup 4th round. Luton Town are awaiting the winners. We had won every game throughout January until the last day, at home to Crewe Alexandra when we lost by 2-1, having missed 2 penalties. An omen perhaps is that we did defeat Manchester City under-23s in the EFL Trophy. We face Salford City in the North semi-final of that competition later this month. We're still top, naturally, at 11 points ahead of Millwall. Stoke City are way behind in third, having earned 25 points less than us. Towards the end of the month, we may be looking at securing another promotion. We didn't bring anyone in until deadline day, then signed 3 players. Forward Matthew Edwards has joined on loan from Nottingham Forest. We terminated the loan of striker Brian West from Cardiff City due to his broken leg. Fullback Momadou Jatta signed for us from Rochdale for £125,000 and will provide cover on both sides. Casper Lapata, a centre-back, came in from Chesterfield for £29,000. There were several more outgoings than incomings, and they started with youngster Umberto Lurch joining Nottingham Forest for an initial £180,000. Under-23s right-back Connor Bow also moved to an East Midlands City, as he went to Derby County for £650,000 up front. Tyreek Bakinson was often complaining of his lack of football, so was sold to AFC File for £27,000. Both Jan Danda and Alex Lowe were allowed to leave on free transfers to Mansfield Town and Chesterfield, respectively, and it was a case of free in, free out on deadline day. Long-serving midfielder Max Haygarth joined Wycombe Wanderers for £11,750, and young striker Clive Nibbs went to MK Dons for an initial £47,500. Cardiff City gave us £675,000 as a down payment for centre-back James Burrows, who will be a huge loss in defence. Overall for the season, we've had a transfer profit of about £2 million, which has helped to turn the finances around from a deficit. We are well under the FFP wage limit, but it'll be interesting to see the transfer strategy of Mr. Transfer Genius, our Director of Football, in the summer. Back to today's task, we have just the one squad member missing, as Henson Agustin is injured. Elia Capriel is our regular cupkeeper, on loan from Leeds United, and plays ahead of Kieran Slicker. Francisco Landim takes Agustin's place on the right side, with Souley Kaikai continuing to impress on the left. Terrell Whittaker now has 23 goals in all competitions so far. This feels like an impossible situation, even if we do earn a lot of cash from the game being at the Etihad. City beat West Ham United 5-0 in their last match, with Kylian Mbappe, apparently their danger man, scoring a hat-trick. However, it doesn't look like he's playing today. He's not even on the bench. They've also got Ansu Fati and Paulo Dybala in their squad, plus Raheem Sterling is still around, but I don't think they've put out any of their big guns. They maybe have underestimated us. We'll just have to see what happens. Well, that's not a good start. 3 minutes in and Landim is injured. This is going to mean that I think the new lad, Edwards, is going to come on and play on that right-hand side. He's left-footed. He can play a bit on that right-hand side of an attacking midfield three. So he's got his chance to impress. Well, they've got a throw. Chiesa goes far post, but it's headed wide. Throwing on the left-hand side this time, it's with Enrique, but Edwards picks the ball up. He's now running towards goal. Is he going to get a shot in? He is, but their keeper saves it. Right, about 5 minutes to go before half-time. Now Jorovic is attacking. It's gone far post. There's Cherky, and it looks like he's just stuck it in the top corner. It's his second goal of the season. Here we can see Jorovic going into the box, skipping over the challenge. Way doesn't get much on his header. And there it is, top corner from Cherky. But we've made it through to half-time. It's just 1-0. We did have that one chance pretty early on, which we didn't take. But we've got to be happy with only being 1 goal down. Disappointing to have to make that substitution in the first half, especially so early on. But we're basically a team full of lone players at the moment, 5 of them out there. But as it stands, we'll go out into the second half unchanged. Maybe make a few adjustments as we go through. Cherky's got a free kick. It's gone far post, but I think it's going to be disallowed. And VAR disallows it. Right, Thomas with a long throw. They pick it up with Gibbons and then Enrique. Need to try and get the ball back off Cherky. He's attacking once more. He's cut inside. There's Jorovic with a shot, but that just goes wide. Right, 63 minutes gone. I think we're going to have to bring Kai off. He's not having a good game. We've got a straight replacement in Samoes. Let's see if he can make a difference. Right, we've got a corner. Alvarez takes it. It goes in. Savage picks it up on the edge of the box. Can he get a bigger magic? He can. He's put it in the top corner. It's his 10th goal of the season. Makes it 1-1 with 13 minutes to go. Corner came in. They thought they cleared it. Savage picks it up on the edge of the box, takes it past his man, and just slams it into the top corner. Right, we're into the last 10 minutes. We need to hold on to what we've got. I think I'm going to take Wade off and bring Jatta on for his debut. It's a big call, but if we can get through to the end, get a replay, even sneak a winner, it'll be massive. They've got a free kick, it goes in, but it's gone over the bar. We're deep into stoppage time. There's 54,000 people here. And we've somehow managed to get a draw. I don't know how, but we've done it. We're getting them back to the community stadium for a midweek replay. Looks like the end of Landim's season though. He's out for 3 or 4 months. Confirmation of Jatta's debut. And we've had to rearrange a league fixture to fit in this replay, which by the looks of it is this coming Saturday. Indeed it is. Comes round pretty quickly. So I guess we'll have to skip forward to match day. Here we go then. 4th round replay at home this time against Man City, and I can immediately see that Kylian Mbappe is playing on the left-hand side. Ansu Fati is playing up front. And there's Ligt at the back as well. Bit of a mix and match team for them after the first game, which ended 1-1. You can see Ederson's on the bench as well. And Cherky, the man who actually got the goal for them. It's the battle of the 4-2-3-1s. Wonder if we'll come out on top. Here we go, right. We've had a throw in. It's now with Samawes over to Trundle. Savage tries to find Kai, who's been switched to this right-hand side. The cross goes in. But we do keep getting the ball back. Savage and Trundle playing pretty well in midfield. Spreads it out to Samawes, to Thomas. He's into the box. Is he going to get a penalty? He doesn't. He scores a goal. We've gone 1-0 up at home to Manchester City. Thomas just drives into the box, past his man, almost gets a penalty, but smashes it in the far corner instead. 1-0. We've got a free kick just on half time, and we've gone 2-0 up. What is happening? Ben Hennigan pretty much only playing because of the sale of a centre half in the window. But he's rose highest and he's headed past the keeper. It's 2-0 to Boston United against Manchester City at half time. I struggle to believe it. I don't think I'm going to be making any changes just yet. It could be that in the second half we bring on an extra defender or drop the attacking midfielder back into central midfield. But for now, I don't see any need to make any changes at all. It ain't broke, so I ain't fixing it. We've got a corner. Can we make it free? Let's come out to Kai, to Trundle. Back out to Samawes on this left-hand side, into Hennigan. We're passing the ball about quite nicely. Switch play to Kai. Can he get into the box? He gives it back to Wade. He's trying to drive into the box, but Ansu Fati gets it off him and he gives it to Kylian Mbappe. He's driving it at goal, but gives it back to Fati. He's outside the box. He's going to have a shot, but it goes well wide. Right, we're halfway into this second half. Remarkably, it's still 2-0. I'm worried about Trundle as our ball-winning midfielder. He's on a booking. He's not playing very well. So I think he comes off, and Chad Shelley is a very able deputy. And we'll leave it at that for now. They've got a corner, but we get it clear. Now Whittaker's hoofed it forward. They've got it on halfway with Finity. Back to Bazunu, the goalkeeper. We're trying to grab the ball back off them. We're pressing them very well. It's now with De Ligt. He puts it over for Mbappe. He's through. And of course he scores. His 23rd goal of the season. Two superstars combine. Bit of a long ball. But Mbappe, once he got in this position, I don't think he was ever going to miss. That makes it 2-1. And I think it's time to get the tactics board out. What can we do to stop them? I feel like dropping Shelley back to defensive midfielder. Alvarez can drop back into the middle. Still going to play Savage on deep line playmaker support. What can Alvarez do? I think he can just be a central midfielder on support. But Shelley can play as that ball-winning midfielder on defend. The wing-backs are now going to just be full-backs. And And we're going to turn Whittaker into a pressing forward. And fingers crossed, we can waste a little bit more time. There's 5 minutes to go. We've got 2 subs left. We are still 2-1 up. I think Wade has to come off again. He's on a book in. His condition's gone down, so Jatta can come on for him. I think I'm going to save the last substitution for really late on. And we've reached the 90th minute. This last substitution to go. I think it's just going to be like for like. Edwards can come on up front instead of Whittaker. A little bit of fresh legs as the pressing forward. And we've got 4 minutes of stoppage time to hold out for a famous victory. 2 minutes to go. 1 minute to go. Just a few seconds to go. And we've done it. We've just beaten Manchester City at home. They're top of the Premier League. And they played Kylian Mbappe, Ansu Fati, Matthijs de Ligt. But somehow we've come out on top from League One. This is equivalent from when Wigan from League One beat Manchester City a few years ago in the FA Cup, when Will Grigg scored the winning goal, but this time it was centre-half Ben Hennigan that did it. Get over £200,000 for winning, and a trip to Luton Town, who are 8th in the Championship. And that trip to Luton comes at the start of March. So it's roughly around a month's time, which is when we'll come back for the next episode. Can the FA Cup dream carry on? We reached the quarter-final a few years ago as a non-league team. But could we even go one better? Could we reach Wembley for an FA Cup semi-final? We do have a league season to wrap up as well. There is the possibility that we could already be champions by the time the 5th round of the FA Cup comes around. And we could also progress in that EFL Trophy semi-final against Salford. So it's all coming to an exciting end. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.